Hello, this is Francis from McCaffrey's Crafts, and today I thought I'd make another video about today why isn't everyone doing blackthorn? That a lot of people, will see that, okay, you can possibly have a business here, there's a few stick makers out there, I can do it, sure. Why isn't everyone doing blackthorn? And just before I begin, someone asked a question on this stick today or yesterday. They said, what number was it? And before I forget, it's 714. So on my website, that's like 714. It's actually quite a nice stick as well. Good thick heavy one. But yeah, I just kind of wanted today to have a chat to everyone of like, why isn't everyone doing blackthorn? And there's a number of reasons, and I'll go through a few of them today. The main reason is that it is very hard work, physically hard. You will, it is prone to a lot of injuries as well. The biggest problem with the blackthorn business is getting the blackthorn sticks. Now, blackthorn is common in a lot of parts of Ireland, but the problem is getting the pieces of wood that are suitable to make a good walking stick with, or a cudgel or something like that. The best pieces of wood are always in awkward places. By awkward, I mean is you will have a blackthorn bush, and the outside of the bush, everything is growing in different directions because it can see a lot of sunlight. But in the center of the bush, you're going to get the pieces that come up a little bit straighter. They'll still have some bends in it, but those bends are easy to take out for any shillelagh maker or stick maker. Straightening sticks is part of the business as well. I'll get into that later in some later videos. So when you go to get these pieces of blackthorn, you need to find an overgrown bush. You need to find bushes that are off the beaten tracks, up some boreen, which is like a small road. You have to crawl into places, like literally, I'm not kidding, like I've had to go on my hands and knees like an army commando or something, and try to get into different places to try to get the best walking sticks. And it usually does come down to that. You see a lot of people and hobbyists said, sure, that's easy, I can do it. And then, in their back garden, they might have one blackthorn bush, and they get 3 amazing sticks out of that one bush, and then that's it. They're gone. They can't find any more, and they go looking, and that's it. Like, if you have a bush in your garden at the back, or something handy, it's quite easy to go down and to get it. But not everyone has that. And again, just remember, that's a finite source. As soon as you go through that bush, like if you walk up and down a blackthorn bush, it's not like you'll see a stick every 10 seconds. Like, you'll go through a bush and you might go through 2-minute walk along the bush, you mightn't see one stick. They're all too bendy, or they grow in different directions, or like literally, like the blackthorn can grow all in different directions, and a lot of it is just not suitable at all. And again, you need an older bush to get the kind of thicker pieces. A lot of blackthorn bushes are really thin and really narrow, and they wouldn't make for any kind of walking stick. So the first kind of point that I want to make is that the physicality, how hard it is, how prone to injury it is. Over the years, I've had my share of injuries, and I take as many safety precautions as I can. Even from getting dust and any little thing that gets into your eye. When you go into a bush, there's pieces of blackthorn all over the place, and you're trying to be like super careful as you can be. Like, you clear the bush, you'll clear anything. Then when you're kind of working your way into the bush, think of it like a house of cards. You like hit one thing just brilliantly, but it's connected to something else, and all of a sudden, phew, this little branch is swinging at you. And these glasses and even protective wear have saved me a lot of injury over the years. So your eyes, my God, man, that's very important to protect. The thorns themselves are poisonous, and a lot of people have bad reactions to them. Getting the sticks out, sometimes you have to move your body in awkward positions. As I said, you have sometimes to furrow your way into a bush. Like, it's not like it's just growing on the side of the road and, oh, there's one, that's perfect. Like, once in a blue moon you'll get like that. The best blackthorn is just awkward to get. Like, as soon as winter starts this year, I'll do a whole season of you coming out. You can watch me cut, you can see me. There'll probably be bad language in it. because I tend to curse every time I hurt myself, as an Irish person does. So again, look, getting more to the point. Look, why isn't everyone doing blackthorn? People who get involved in blackthorn, they learn pretty quickly. It's a hard business. A lot of people, they don't have the patience as well, and patience is a thing that I've said continually throughout this channel, and advice to new people. When you get a blackthorn stick, you want to leave it seasoned. It has to be seasoned well before you can straighten the stick. Okay, if you try to season or straighten, sorry, if you try to straighten, if you try to straighten green wood, then what happens is, as it seasons more, it's just going to bend back into the position it was, which is always the problem with hiking sticks and things like that. With hiking sticks, you have to make them extra seasoned. You have to like leave them an extra year just to make sure it's not going to bend back in any direction at all, because they're quite longer, and any little bend is more noticeable, and it takes away from the stick as well. So there's a lot in it. You do have to season the sticks pretty well. You have to place to store. You know, all of this I mentioned there in another thing. So it's quite hard, because not only on you, because you're going to be dirty as well. Like you know, if you have a wife, you have a house, you're constantly, you know, covered in dust, covered in a lot of different things. You'd have to wash regularly, or your wife or family won't go near you. They'd be like, this, you know. So you're going to smell like you know, like you've been homeless for a while, I think, when you've been rummaging around in blackthorn. There's a lot of safety things as well. You have to keep your hands clean, wear gloves. You know, you don't know what is living in the bushes, what wildlife you'll encounter in the bushes. A lot of people throw different things into these blackthorn bushes, and trash and different things as well. You don't want to come across a bag of something that's rotten and trying to be inhaling whatever they've thrown out as well. So it's not an easy business. You know, it's takes a bit of time. And it's just, you know, that you know, if this was easy, everyone was doing it. And it's very hard to make the blackthorn business a business model. That's why I'm definitely going to do a series on how to develop a business as a stick maker, how to take it from being a hobby to growing it to actually having a small business on it. And again, it's a different type of business model, in that it requires a big long setup. You need a good, like, you know, two years plus to kind of set it up and do all your preparation work, and you have to do a lot of work to get it going. But once you get going, you get a reputation, you get the referrals, people like your work, you find that niche in the market, or your particular strength, unique selling point, as they say, with your walking stick as well. And it's good to be a little bit different, a bit considerate, and you it's like fishing. You try different things and sees what's connect. But you know, there's skill involved in this. It drives me insane when these kind of new guys, you see them all the time. They come out, they think they're experts, and then they're gone within seconds. Like, you know, these are just people that emerge who sell sticks, you know, and they're telling fantastical tales and stories. They're not even using, like, the thing is, if you make a nice stick out of ash, just say it's out of ash. You know, you don't have to say, oh, this is a blackthorn, when it's it's not. If you make a nice, look, here's a rule of thumb I've learned as well from stick makers. If you make a nice stick, it'll sell. You know, if someone likes it, if it's some characteristic, there's lovely color in it, if the grain is interesting, if there's a unique feature in the wood, people like this. And I will, you know, tell you all that I've learned throughout this channel over the next while as well, because I think it's good to kind of like encourage people. Like, you know, I think that stick makers should have a kind of certain kind of code among each other in terms of supporting the industry, supporting each other as well. And again, that's kind of my motive in doing these videos, like giving advice, just telling the day in the life of a shillelagh maker. And again, look, you know, I'm kind of rambling on a bit here, but it is very hard work. I've done 1 or 2 videos before of taking out thorns and different things like that, and it is seasonal as well. There's ups, there's down. There's certain times of the year where it's quite busy. There's certain times of the year where it isn't. You have to go out in the cold of winter to get your blackthorn, and that is not a pleasure at all. Going out in Irish winter, like if you don't live in Ireland, the Irish winter is unforgiving. The Irish winter, you have storm after storm, the cold comes in, the wind, like, you look at the temperatures for Ireland, you think, yeah, it's all right, it's not too bad. But when you add on that the wind chill, the sleet, the rain and everything, and you have to go out on this and try to get it and find the blackthorn. So again, look, it's a very hard business to go into, and it's rewarding after a few years. And if you're willing to put in the time and commitment, just like anything in life, if you put in the time and hard work, you will eventually start to succeed in this. But you have to have a clear vision, clear path, and you have to know the steps involved. There is no quick rich scheme in making blackthorns. There's no quick way to be a great shillelagh maker. This is a profession. It takes years. It takes a while. It's not just making the stick. It's multifaceted, from finding the stock to storing it to making the stick. There's a lot more on the stick than just painting the handle and say, "Ooh, I've made a nice stick now. Look at this." There's an awful lot into it. That's why, again, the idea of this channel, it's easier for me to communicate through video here that many people can watch, rather than sending the same reply to every email that I get asking different questions and stuff. And again, look, continue to support the channel, and it's great. I want to continually thank all the people that keep buying my walking sticks. Like, without you guys, I wouldn't have a job or a living. You are keeping an old Irish tradition in business by supporting my channel. You're dealing directly with the maker. When you buy a stick, it comes from these hands, like it doesn't come from anywhere else. And I think someone mentioned there in the last comment they like the blood tax that I put onto it as well. But again, that's just just a bit of joking and messing. But I have spilled a lot of blood in making these walking sticks. That's for sure. But it's still something that I like. It's kind of like, I have, you develop a love-hate relationship when you're in stick making. Like, it's rewarding when you have the final product finish. You feel a sense of adulation. And then when someone buys it, and then it means a lot when someone contacts you after and say, "This is a great product," or "It's really happy," or "I love hearing the story, how they've some connection to Ireland," or, there's always an emotional reason in which people will buy a walking stick. They have some memory or some family member, and they really cherish it. And me knowing this, that it's going to someone like that, it's very rewarding, and that's kind of makes it all worthwhile. But yeah, I'll do some more of these videos, and thank you for watching. Okay, thanks.